we've got enough on our hands in taking on the Democrats and others. Why we choose as a party to attack our fellow Republicans because they don't follow lockstep with every position you take, I think for the long term is a mistake. I think we are better served by having robust, contested primaries, let the best person come forward and win and articulate their views. But particularly on the national level, when we're seeking national leadership in which there's so many different constituencies and perspectives, I think we will paint ourselves into a corner that will be hard to leave in the many years to come if we don't have a more inclusive approach.
Well, let's take this idea and bring it down to the state level here in Texas and the governor's race, the primary for governor in the Republican Party between Rick Perry and Kay Bailey Hutchison. This is being seen nationally as a proxy for the civil war going on in the Republican Party. I would observe that only in Texas would Kay Bailey Hutchison seem moderate. She's a fairly conservative person, but you do have this debate going on, and the Perry people are trying to come at this from the right of Senator Hutchison and argue that some of the votes she's taken in Congress and some of the positions she's held for a long time are simply too moderate for the Republican Party of Texas. Do you believe that Senator Hutchison has a problem with Republicans in Texas in terms of where she fits on the ideological spectrum?
Well, I think if you look at her favorability ratings and those things, I think she is in good stead with the Republican Party in general, and specifically matched up against Governor Perry, he tends to do better. He has a very specific strategy with regards to turnout and to make that clear distinction. One thing that I think is where he benefits by is the public's and in Texas disgust of what's going on in Washington, and painting Senator Hutchison as a part of that has been a strategy that they've executed fairly well in the last several months. But I think that's somewhat of a false choice to say that nationally people ought to look at Texas and say this is really where they're deep divide, because as you say, their positions on the two issues aren't as far apart as they claim.